Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. So I am in front of my daughter's school waiting for her to get done with after school. Normally, you know what, I stopped doing that thing where I pick up my daughter from school. In the past I used to pick up my kids from school, and I stopped doing that because she preferred taking the bus, because I guess she has friends and she gets to hang out with her friends more, which is fine with me, because then I usually spend the time working more or getting dinner ready, cooking, or just resting. So it has really been helpful for me. And yeah, but that's not what I came here to talk about today. I was listening to a channel called Obodo Yibo, and there was a story that was on there, and that story really touched me. It was a story about family, parents that were being sued by their 13 years old. Just digest that one first. So their 13 years old son is suing them for abandonment. So what happened was that the parents live in UK with their 13-year-old son, and the son had been acting up. Apparently he's been involved in gangs. So because of that, they decided to ship him to Nigeria. So that's the term that kids use. They said that, oh, you got shipped to Nigeria. When they got to Nigeria, they told him that, oh, we're going to Nigeria to go visit a relative that is sick. And, you know, they got the child tickets and everything, and they got him there. When they got to Nigeria, they put him in a boarding school. So apparently somehow the child was like, oh my gosh, you guys abandoned me. It's not a funny matter. And the child somehow allegedly found the consulate, British consulate, found the children's welfare services, found some legal team, and the child decided to sue the parents for abandonment. Now, I want to throw that over to you guys. What do you feel about that? If your child is misbehaving up to a point where you cannot handle the child anymore, up to the point where you've tried everything and you don't know what else to do, and you're from Nigeria or from another country, would you leave your child in a boarding school in that other country, hoping that the child will get better? Hoping that your child will, I don't know, change their life or something? Because I had a friend, I'll tell you a story. I had a friend back when I was single. I was single at that time. I believe I was about 22 years old. I was living on my own. I had graduated from school when I was 20. So I'd been living on my own since I was 20. A week shy of my 21st birthday, I'd been living on my own. And I met this lady. She was married, but she and her husband, I think they were like struggling or something, and she had a baby, and she decided to leave her baby back in her country. I think it was Ghana. So she took her baby back to Ghana. She had a baby here. She took her baby back to Ghana, left her baby there, and came back to the US to hustle with her husband. At that point, I was at that young age. You know, that was years ago. That was over, how many years ago? Maybe like over 16 years ago. During that years ago, I was baffled. I was like, how can you leave your baby without you? I mean, she was so sad. She went through moments where she was sad. I just couldn't fathom it. Now, fast forward to a teenager who is misbehaving, a teenager that you yourself, you can't handle. Maybe you've tried everything, and your last resort is to send the child to school in Nigeria. We've heard stories of people like that. I even have a friend who apparently she had that happen to her. Does that mean that the child will come back better? Sorry, I don't have a tripod. Does that mean that the child will come back better? Does that mean that your child will come back miraculously, the most well-behaved child, the apple of your eye, the child that's respectful and everything? Does that guarantee it? I want to say the answer is a big fat no. Because we've heard of instances that kids go to Nigeria, they go to other countries, they get shipped off, and they come back worse. When I mean worse, I mean worse than they were before. Just because you put your kid in another country or put your kid in another privileged area where they don't have access to stuff that they normally have access to, they don't have access to friends they normally have access to, does that mean that they will be better? No. But if you're a parent and you feel that's your last resort, should you be sued by your child? Now, that is another story. I mean, I don't understand how a child can sue the parents, but hey, I don't know. It's such a sad situation, because now I don't even know what the parents are going to do, because the child is suing them for abandonment, that they abandoned the child under false pretense. And I'm just like, oh boy. You know, if you have children that are well behaved, thank God. Thank God. If you have children that are healthy, thank God. Thank God. If you have children that when you say, oh, don't do this, they're like, okay, mommy, I won't do it. If you have children that believe higher power, believe in something better than self, if you have children that are ambitious, children that have a goal, like, okay, I don't want to mess up my life, I have a goal, I want to be this in the future, thank God. Because so many people are dealing with their children just not being what they wish they would be. And it's a sad situation. So if you've never, ever been in such situation, you can't understand. You can't understand the fear of worrying about your child. Is the child going to be okay? Is the child going to do something? Is the child this or that? If you've never had to worry, don't judge. This is the time when we say we listen and we don't judge. What's that trend? Is a trend going on right now where people say we listen and we don't judge. I don't know what I'll do in that situation. God forbid. Mutakasi. Oh my God. But I just think about it, I just feel so sad for the parents. I just feel so sad for the parents. Not only that, I actually feel really sad for the parent-child relationship. How would the relationship be now? Because this has totally shattered that relationship. I don't know. I know the relationship can be built by the grace of God, but the child you carried for 9 months in your stomach, disrespecting you for one, suing you. Anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment area. Let's talk to you all later. Bye.